Hey guys, it's Stash again, and I got a request from Slicer the Hedgehog and some other friends of mine and to show how to animate sprites on Pivot. So let's get this tutorial started. All right, first open Paint, and okay, let's open up a sprite sheet. Sorry, cause since I had that Neox the Hedgehog sprite, the computer's been slowing down a little bit since it's such a big sprite. Alright, you select your sprite sheet, whatever kind of sprite sheet you want. Uh, Select whatever kind of moves you want, blah blah blah, whatever you want, and use the crop tool to like surround them, and then copy, and then open up another paint thingy, and let's just make this small so we wouldn't have a lot of trouble. Alright, let's zoom in and paste the sprite that we copied. Alright, and let's save it. Because you might want to do numbers, because Pivot remembers what you pasted, so it's always better to save something as a number, like Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, whatever. So I saved it as Thrash 1, and I'm going to save this one as Thrash 2. Oh yeah, big tip. Always save all your sprites in 24-bit bitmap, alright? Or JPEG, but it's always better to save them in bitmap, because JPEG is just way too ugly. Believe me, I've seen a lot of JPEG sprite sheets lately, and they just look horrid. But you know, that's just to protect them from stealers and editors and stuff. So, anyways, let's not get off topic here. All right, let's finish this. Blah blah blah. All right, we got all the sprites that we needed, and let's close these. Yes, I'm on YouTube as always. All right, let's open up Pivot and go to load sprite. I know the screen looks a little weird, but sorry about that. Alright, then let's open up the sprites, and if you like, it depends on what. It's always better to make your sprites either 300 of their size or 200, 400, whatever how much bigger. But just don't go over 500. And whenever you delete a sprite, and just always, save it where the gray spot is, and always click next frame whenever you're done with putting in the sprite that you put in, like I'm doing right now. And just put this on the gray spot, because you might want to put it on the exact same spot where you had the gray thing at, where you had the previous sprite at, so you can get a good animation where it doesn't move around a lot like you do in MS Paint and Windows Movie Maker and stuff. So you might want to fit it write it in real good and press play, and there's your animation. There's your animation right there. You can set it on different speeds, top speed or down to slow. So we'll just go right to slow right about